In August 2025, a seismic legal battle erupted at the heart of the technology industry. Elon Musk's companies X and XAI filed a lawsuit in a Texas federal court accusing two of the world's largest tech giants, Apple and Openai, of colluding to cement an artificial intelligence monopoly. The suit alleges that by forging an exclusive partnership to embed ChatGPT deep within iPhones and other Apple devices, Apple and OpenAI are two monopolists joining forces to ensure their continued dominance over the AI landscape. At the center of the complaint is the deal that made ChatGPT the only generative AI assistant capable of controlling core iPhone features. This integration wasn't just a superficial partnership, it was embedded at the operating system level, granting ChatGPT privileged access to Siri and other foundational iOS capabilities. For rivals like XAI's own chatbot Grok, the implications were immediate and severe. Their access to Apple's vast user base was effectively blocked, and so, Musk's companies argue was fair competition. The lawsuit doesn't mince words, quoting an OpenAI strategy document that itself champions user choice. Real choice drives competition and benefits everyone. Users should be able to pick their AI assistant. According to X and XAI, Apple and OpenAI are doing the opposite, denying users the ability to select alternatives and in turn, stifling innovation across the entire sector. But why does this matter so much? The answer lies in the very nature of generative AI. Unlike traditional software, these models become smarter and more useful with every new prompt, every user interaction. Each question a user asks feeds a feedback loop, improving the model and deepening its capabilities. Data is the lifeblood of generative AI, and access to it at scale is the real prize. By granting ChatGPT exclusive access to the billions of prompts generated by hundreds of millions of iPhone users, Apple and OpenAI are building what the complaint describes as an impenetrable moat around OpenAI's market leadership. This moat doesn't just keep competitors out, it starves them of the very data they need to train their own models, improve their products, and compete on a level playing field. The lawsuit claims this data stream is so valuable that OpenAI is essentially giving its technology to Apple for free, considering the access of equal or greater value than monetary payments. This raises a critical question. What does Apple gain from such an arrangement? According to Musk's companies, it's all about defense against a looming existential threat, the rise of super apps. These all-in-one platforms like the one X is developing promise to aggregate social media, messaging, payments, and more within a single application. Inspired by the runaway success of China's WeChat, super apps have the potential to shift the balance of power away from device manufacturers and toward platform providers. With cloud-based AI services, users could access all the functionality they need regardless of the phone they own. In this scenario, the smartphone itself becomes a commodity and Apple's lucrative hardware sales are put at risk. The lawsuit cites internal warnings from Apple managers, one of whom likened letting super apps take over to letting the barbarians in at the gate. For Apple, then, the integration of ChatGPT isn't just a technological upgrade, it's a strategic barricade against disruptive change. The allegations extend far beyond the integration deal. Musk's companies also accuse Apple of manipulating the Appstore to favor ChatGPT and disadvantage rivals. According to the complaint, XAI's Grok and other X apps are deliberately buried in rankings, excluded from the prestigious must-have apps list, and subjected to delayed approvals for updates. These tactics, the suit argues, further entrench OpenAI's dominance while making it nearly impossible for competitors to gain traction. The impact, say X and XAI, is felt by everyone. With competition choked off, consumers suffer from less innovation, fewer choices, and higher prices. The broader AI ecosystem becomes stagnant, locked behind the walls of a duopoly that controls both the hardware and the most advanced generative AI software. The lawsuit seeks billions of dollars in damages for lost value in sales, as well as a permanent injunction to dismantle what Musk's companies describe as an anti-competitive and harmful arrangement. The stakes of this battle are enormous, not only for the companies involved, but for the future of artificial intelligence itself. Apple controls about 65% of the US smartphone market, while OpenAI's ChatGPT is the dominant force in generative AI. By uniting their strengths, the lawsuit says, they've created a monopolistic environment that stifles competition at every turn. The legal action also reignites a personal feud between Elon Musk and OpenAI. Musk, who co-founded OpenAI in 2015 but left in 2018, has repeatedly criticized the company for abandoning its nonprofit mission in favor of profit-driven motives. He has previously tried to acquire its core assets and has accused it of prioritizing commercial success over the broader good. OpenAI, for its part, has dismissed the lawsuit as part of Musk's ongoing pattern of harassment. Yet beyond the corporate drama, the outcome of this lawsuit could have profound consequences for technology users everywhere. If Apple and OpenAI's partnership stands, they could set a precedent for how next-generation AI is delivered to consumers, potentially through exclusive partnerships that lock out competitors and limit consumer choice. If Musk's companies prevail, it could force a more open and competitive market, spurring innovation and giving users more control over the digital assistants that increasingly mediate their interactions with the world. As the case unfolds, regulators, innovators, and consumers alike will be watching closely. The result will help determine not just who leads the next wave of AI technology, but whether the principles of openness, choice, and competition will shape its future. In this high-stakes contest, the battle lines are drawn between entrenched power and disruptive ambition, with the very nature of artificial intelligence and who gets to benefit from it hanging in the balance.